Good morning, Papa. Good morning, pastors. Good morning, church. What God cannot do, what God cannot do, we dey pray. Oh. We dey pray. Oh. Thank you very much. My testimony is one of love, one of togetherness, one of peace, one of healing of broken hearts. It's a joy for my family. At about 130 weeks ago, I was on NSPPD in the morning, and Papa was preaching, and he was praying rather, and he was declaring and prophesying into people's life. And I picked up something Papa said that day. He said that lost people will be found. I didn't lose anybody. So I was like, you know what? I'll just answer. One thing about me, if you pray, even if you pray, say, oh, get pregnant, I will answer. If you say get rich, I will answer. If you say fly abroad, I will just, I just love to pray. So I took the prayer and I ran with it. And around that same time, I had this amazing man in my life. He's my father. My father is an amazing human being. He's a sweet man. He has lost so much in his life. He has lost his first wife. He has lost his second wife. He has lost his brother, his mother, his father. He was a broken man. And I didn't know how God was going to use streams of joy to affect my father, to bless my father, to give him the peace that he needed, at least, in the remaining years of his life. Papa said that declaration. And 2 days later, I went into my DM. I don't know how I got to that DM, because if you know high-profile Instagram pages, you could send me a DM. I'm not following you. You can send me a DM, and it will take 5 years before I see it, because the world wants to try to reach us, so it's very hard. So miraculously, I saw that email, and it says, "I think I am your sister." I'm like, my memory, my head, I just went back to when I was a child. My father told me a very beautiful and sad story, and I asked her, I said, "What's your name?" She told me her name. I asked her some questions. I said, "Give me, tell me a little bit about you." And she told me, and I asked her, I said, "Your name Chiri?" She said, "Yes." Now, when 47 years ago, before my father came back to Nigeria, he had a daughter. And he left that lady when she was 5 to 7 months. And he never went back. She never knew who her father was, and he never knew what his daughter ever looked like, but had a knowledge that he had a daughter. God, in that time when Pastor said that you were going to find a lost person, God brought the both of them together. And I introduced the both of them together over a phone call, and they have been speaking over since then. Now, I said something. I said my testimony happened 133 weeks ago. I waited so long for perfection of this miracle. I wanted God to heal my father. I wanted him to heal his broken heart, because he had lost so much in life. And I also wanted God to heal my sister, because she had grown up knowing that she had a father who hated her. Ladies and gentlemen, are you in church today? Are you in church today? I can't thank you enough, God. I can't thank you enough. You have done too much for us. You have done so much. God has been faithful. He has been faithful. The peace, it would take years for this to happen. I told my father, if I was the one, I would not forgive you this easily. But when God gives a miracle, when God says something, it doesn't matter how strong-headed you are. It doesn't matter how far you are. It doesn't matter how broken you are. God will repair you. He will bring you to a point of conclusion. And that is what he has done for us today.
Streams of joy, just lift up and raise a shout to God.